Hi ladies, I have to share a video on what just happened to me. I came here to the hospital to see my mother-in-law, and the parking lot is horrendous. Like, driving around, I had already been driving around for like 10 minutes. I finally see someone that's leaving, see where they're parked, and I'm waiting for the parking. And this car comes in and totally like cuts me off. It was so crazy that if I wouldn't have backed up my car, she wouldn't have been able to get in. And everything in me was rising up. Like, I'm still shaking. I was so angry. And I'm sitting there. I backed up. I let her drive in. And I was waiting for her. I don't know what I was going to say, but I was just like, I cannot believe how rude that was. And then I see a little girl popping her head up in the back seat. And I'm just like, man. And there's cars behind me, so I drive around again. And during that time, I know in my back seat I have some life books and some cookies. And so I drive around. She's getting out of her car. And she grabs her daughter real quick and pulls her close. And I could tell she was just rough. Just out of it. I don't know if she looked like just not okay. And I look at her and I'm like, that was pretty rude, but I have something for you. And she's like, I don't care. And she's yelling, and she grabs her daughter and they're walking away. And I put my car in park. I get out, put the life book and the cookies on her windshield, and I drive away. And she turns around and walks back to the car to see what I put on her car. And I just started praying for her and her daughter and whatever they're going through, and continue to drive around. Of course, God in his faithfulness gives me an even better parking place, even closer. But God just reminded me, like, we don't know what people are going through. We don't know what they're battling. And just if we'll put ourselves aside, even when somebody does something that's just like, whoa, really? And this morning my husband had read me something that somebody else had posted. Something from C.S. Lewis, I think. Forgiving the inexcusable, because God has forgiven the inexcusable in us. And all these verses that went along with it, in Ephesians and Colossians, and just about loving others. But man, it's hard to love others when they do mean stuff to us. So that's my word of encouragement for today. I don't know what she's going to get, if she's going to throw that little life book on the floor. It's the Gospel of John. If you don't know what a life book is, it's just a little easy book to pass out. It's the Gospel of John, and I left some cookies for her daughter, and maybe it'll encourage her, maybe not. Maybe she'll throw them on the floor. But I just pray, if God gives us the opportunity today, that we won't be led by our flesh, by our emotions, but that we will love those that are hard to love, because we're all hard to love at some point in our lives. So that's my word of encouragement for today, ladies. Let's continue to press on, to pray for one another, and to grow together.